Hi, and welcome back to In It Together with Wayne and Sharon Gill, where we talk about the hard and the soft side of business.
Well, last week we talked about customer acquisition, and we had a great, excellent feedback as to different customer acquisition strategies. I'm not going to tell you what we concluded because you'll have to go back and look. But today we're going to continue that dialogue because one area that came up, and I know will come up often, is the whole area of how to acquire customers online.
Yes.
So I know the online world is obviously an ever increasing world and everyone wants to know how to get online, how to acquire customers online, but it also has its unique challenges. So we thought we'd share some of our own experiences in that area today and talk about maybe some strategies to get around that. So Sharon, if I were to take my business online today, or let's say I had a brick and mortar business, but I knew I needed to have an online presence, which let's face it, just about every business does, right?
Right.
What are some things that I should look out for?
Well, the number one thing, I believe, based on experience, is you have to have clarity. Clarity with messaging and clarity with who you're going after. You can waste a lot of money. My experience with online, when I first came online in 2015, I wanted to be all things to all people. I felt like my message was so wonderful that everyone wanted to hear it.
Yeah, no one ever does that. I know you've never done that.
So my audience was way too broad.
Yeah.
And what happened is that, you're trying to please this pocket over here and this pocket over there. But if you please this pocket here, you're really not pleasing this pocket here. And so you're trying to build this huge tent. But really, your message is really a niche message. And if you do anything, or if you understand anything about getting online, get this. Be clear. Who are you? Who do you serve? And what do you sell?
Yes.
Okay? That is so important because you, again, can waste a lot of time and money and effort, a lot of frustration just trying to please everyone and trying to be all things to all people.
Yeah. I mean, literally, you could turn the tape off right now, and if you were to practice just what Sharon said about that, you'd be way ahead.
Yeah.
Because that is one of the areas that, and again, we're just being open, that we fell down in, and we've seen many, many people fall down in. It's just being clear about who you are, who your audience is, what your message is. In fact, some of the quote-unquote gurus out there, they'll teach you to actually make a picture of the person you're talking to.
Absolutely.
As you think about reaching out to them, what are you going to say to them? What are you trying to sell them? What problem are you trying to solve? All those things have to be really, really clear. And you shouldn't do anything, right?
Right.
Until you're really clear.
You shouldn't. And I'll just give you another example, Wayne, with regards to clarity. I remember on Facebook, I amassed a 7,000 person email list.
Yeah.
And they were interested in really one topic.
Yes.
And it was my faith topic.
Yes.
I had a huge following who followed me for faith. I'd done a Bible study, and there was a big audience for that. When I tried to sell that same audience something else, it was crickets.
Yeah, the business side.
On
They
the
weren't
business,
interested in
they had
right,
no
but they were
interest.
raving fans
But
over
they were
here in this area. Right?
Raving fans for Bible study, faith-based anything, but not for business.
Yeah.
And so here I had spent money amassing this audience, but I couldn't convert them to a business audience.
Money, time, investment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, friends, get it clear before you get online. Yeah. And then
What's the second thing for you? I mean, what do you think about patience and the time it takes, Wayne?
I think that's another huge one too. Look, in every industry at every time, there's always a group of people out there who they try and sell get rich quick schemes, right? Or they tell you, oh, just do this, this, and this, and you're going to be the next big thing. It's like a formula, the 1, 2, 3 formula, the ABC formula, the blah, blah, blah. Listen, there's no formula, right? Other than getting really clear about your message, really clear about your audience, right? Putting in work, putting in time, providing value, right? Getting their feedback, learning your audience, knowing what they want, knowing how to solve their problems, getting engaged. And that just takes time.
It does.
It can't happen in a month or 6 months, right?
No, it can't. And, I've heard this saying, you want to show up in someone else's middle, or end
Right.
when you're at your beginning.
Right.
And that's a really interesting point because you come on and you're like, oh man, that person, they're rich already. Gary V is so rich.
Yeah, Gary V.
But
Wow.
this is Gary V's end or middle, okay? You're just beginning. So you have to put in the time. If you follow Gary V or anybody else and you listen to their story, they began eons ago, and they began small, just like how you have to begin small.
Yeah.
But you know, we tend to want to show up in someone else's middle of their journey or their end of their journey when we're at our beginning, and that's a big mistake.
Yeah, you know, I've made kind of that same mistake. You were talking about when you, basically what you're saying is don't look down on the day of small things, right? And sometimes we look at it and we start out and we're like, well, gosh, we have hardly anyone. They have a huge crowd. So we start this comparison thing about how we're doing versus how they're doing.
Yes.
But we really need to have perspective while you are small. And if you've got a really valuable message, right? And you are providing value for your audience, you just gotta kind of be patient. You gotta build that audience and wait it out, right? It's not gonna happen overnight.
Every email list started with one person.
Right.
One sign up. You know, you may hear someone has 500,000 people on their email list and you're like, oh my God, I only have 10, 15, 20. Well, that person at one point only had 10, 15, or 20.
Yeah.
But we tend to have that FOMO, fear of missing, or what are we doing wrong?
Yeah.
We want to arrive at the beginning.
Yeah.
And the third thing I would say is consistency.
Yes.
Brand consistency, message consistency. So it's one thing to be clear, okay? And it's one thing to be patient, but a lot of people tend to show up on 2 or 3 or 4 different social media platforms. So on one platform, they may be Wayne Gill, the lawyer.
Right.
On another platform, they're Wayne Gill, the teacher. On another platform, they're Wayne Gill, the chef, baker, something else. I mean, this will not work. Okay, you need to have a consistent message across all platforms. I'm not talking about your Facebook personal page. That's for, that's for your privacy. But even on your personal page now, you need to pretty much have the same messaging. But definitely on the other social media pages, whoever you are should be the same across all channels, and especially too on your website. Yeah. It all should match. Your colors should look similar. Your message should look similar. And this is why, programs like Hootsuite or the other ones that they use for posting, you can have the one message broken down into bite-sized pieces and put across all your different social media platforms. I find, Wayne, and this has happened to you too. Yeah. When someone asks us to speak, they have already checked us out on social media. Right. They've checked you not just on one platform. They're on your LinkedIn page. They go to your Facebook page. They go to your website because they're looking to see if you are who you say you are, if you are authentic. And so consistency is very important. And posting, showing up online. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, if you want to be an online guru, online person, you have to actually show up online in a consistent manner.
Yeah, I agree 100%, particularly on the showing up part. Mm-hmm. I mean, you get to kind of say what is going to be the cadence of how you show, how often and where. But once you've decided on that, you really need to stick to it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we hope that was some food for thought for you. We could go on and on and on. And believe me, we've learned a lot of these things by virtue of making the mistakes ourselves, and we're still learning. So we'd love to hear back from you guys. Like, what are your experiences? What's working? What's not working? And what can we share as a group? Because we really are in it together.
That's right. So until next time, it's In It Together with
Wayne
and Sharon. Take care.
Cheers.